Hey everyone, I'm Rachel with Adventurous Heart, and today's adventures bring me to beautiful, sunny Florida. Now, why Florida, you may ask? That's because I'm getting ready to go to one of the coldest places in the world, Antarctica. I have the opportunity to be able to lead some stand-up paddleboarding experiences out of Antarctica, and so I'm down here in the warmest place, Florida, to be able to do some training to learn how to basically use immersion suits, inflate life rafts, and all kinds of fun stuff so that we can be safe when we're out in Antarctica. As I continue to get ready for my Antarctica adventure here in warm parts of Florida, we did a lifeboat rescue, which you can look at some videos here. We had to flip over a lifeboat and learn how to use that. Hopefully we'll never have to use one of those, as well as immersion suits, where it actually has so much neoprene in it that it is really buoyant and will keep you on the surface. I learned for both of these, when you're in your life jacket as well as your immersion suit, you want to make sure that you are always on your back, because that's the way it wants to keep you.
Get up there.
And then after we had a bunch of training, I made my way to Hugh Taylor Birch State Park, where there's this amazing mangrove. As you walk through the park, you can stay on a paved road all-purpose trail, or you can go on the nature trails, and it puts you right next to a mangrove. You can see the water here. They did have the road closed a little bit earlier because water was up over some of the trails. You can see it's wet, but kind of a cool little way to discover Florida. And you'll see lots of little lizards, I believe they call them iguanas here, running around. I saw a truck that said iguana pest control, not something that you are going to see in Ohio. I've also seen quite a few younger raccoons making their way around. Younger ones you'll see out sometimes during the day, just scurrying around. The mangroves are just pretty spectacular. It's amazing how all of the roots and branches grow out and then connect down to the ground. Pretty spectacular tree to be able to see on your walks. Definitely not something we see in Ohio, but pretty cool as I'm here doing a training and having fun. Because there's always a way to find an adventure, no matter where you are or what you're doing in life. So wherever you're at, find something that speaks to you. And when you have a chance to get off to cool places, maybe for training, maybe for work, maybe for fun, take that extra time to see what's there, to see what kind of adventure you can unlock for yourself. As you walk along the park, you'll come out to the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway. And so you have the ocean, but then you also have another way of transport here, the Intercoastal waterway where ships will navigate around as well. Anything from smaller fishing boats to big yachts are using this area. I also learned why the trails were flooding, because it is a king tide here. King tides are going to be bigger than usual tides that happen when there is a full moon. So this adventure is taking me again to Florida. I flew into Fort Lauderdale and made my way down to the beaches of Miami, visited the Sea Aquarium where I met some seal friends, which were amazing to be able to learn about. In Antarctica, there'll be some different types of seals, so I wanted to get a closer look at what some of these magnificent creatures were like. While the focus of this Florida trip was to be able to complete my STCW, Standards of Training and Certification of Watchkeepers certification, I know, a bit of a mouthful, but it's a requirement to be on cruise ships, which is why I'm going to Antarctica to lead those stand-up paddleboarding expeditions. So I was able to complete that and of course take the time to follow other adventures in my heart, which led me to enjoying these beautiful dolphins playing with the ball, having a one-on-one encounter with a seal, and taking an airboat ride as well. Before leaving Florida, Florida, I had to visit the beautiful sunny beach one more time as I let that nice warm sun reflect on my skin and enjoy the beautiful views of the ocean, because the next time I would see the ocean would be down in Ushuaia, Argentina, down in South America, where the waters would be somewhere around 50 degrees instead of the 80 degrees that it is here. So the next training to get me ready for my Antarctic adventure is Ushuaia Zodiac Powerboat Training. This is a little snapshot of what is to come in a future video. Get out there and follow all of the adventures in your heart.